Recording in progress.
Progress.
What do you want to talk about first, Brad? Oh, in the list. I see.
I think, do you think
First of
we should
all,
apologize for uploading a day late for our 5 viewers?
yeah, I think I should apologize to you because it's my fault, and you're my only viewer on this, and me. So I got to say I'm sorry. I was tired. I was very, very tired yesterday.
It's all good, man. Yeah, you really kept all our fans waiting the whole day.
I know, and I'm sure there's some time travelers coming back from the future, and they're like, "Wait a minute, did we just skip a moment in history? Did we butterfly effect this magician?" And then they're gonna realize, "Oh, I was tired," and I was like, "I need to go sleep. I'm sleepy right now, but you know what? The grind beats the demon."
Uh, Clever.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
Does
just
this look
start off
weird?
by
I'll say this out. There you go. That's much better, isn't it?
That's good.
Yeah. So how you been this week, Brad? I actually
Been good.
thought I actually thought your grandma died. I was actually like, oh man, we're gonna
No,
have to
it's
delay the podcast again. I'm
I
sorry. I'm
already
sorry. Nah, but how old was she when she went into the deep sleep?
94.
It's a pretty good age. That's a really good age.
Good
Do you
boy.
think you'll live that long?
80. I like
80.
80. 80
Well,
would be good.
remember I told you that Elon Musk is making that Neuralink thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, if it gets to like its advanced stages, you'll be able to like not get amnesia and stuff, and like you remember like all these like little memories, and like be able to put yourself into the position you were when you're younger, which is
Oh
amazing if
yeah.
you think about it. Um, but yeah, what's this week been like?
What did you just watch that main event from Extreme Rules or any other
Yeah,
matches?
I could not watch anything else. I think.
The triple threat was actually good, man. Well, everyone thought Hardy had won it, man. I
Oh,
was,
that's actually a really good match I could watch because it's like different characters in it.
man. It was, oh, I was getting so excited. I thought he had it. He was so close as well.
Were you watching it live?
I was like 30 minutes behind.
Okay, so you're watching on like a stream. Or you're watching on a stream, or you're watching it on a
No, on
uh,
the network.
TV. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah, of course. You're rich.
$15 a month, man.
That's a lot, man.
If it was
Actually, that's
Peacock, I wouldn't get it. If it was Peacock, I wouldn't get it. But Australia doesn't do Peacock.
why, because like it's offensive to the native animals. The kangaroos had like a little rebellion. We don't want peacocks over here.
That's
Like I even got a pouch because I'm a kangaroo.
kangaroo.
Do you know in university people used to call me kangaroo because they knew I was from Australia, and I was like, this is really weird because in Australia, people didn't really associate me with Australia.
Because you're not Australian.
I know. I just used to say like I grew up in Australia. People were like, "Oh, kangaroo! You like kangaroo? Boomerang, shrimp on the barbie." I'm like, "Yeah, why not?"
Oh, we don't even call it shrimp. You know how much that annoys me? We
No,
don't
no,
call it shrimp.
it's so silly. It's pretty much
It's,
like I don't understand how that even happens. Like, how can you get something so wrong?
I don't either. I don't know when it started. I think there was an ad in like the 80s where some Aussie guy said shrimp, and that's when it started.
Or in a Jim Carrey movie, I remember something like he said shrimp on the barbie, and like
Oh,
people only
yeah,
used
that's
to
because
have
he's
like 5 channels.
pretending to be Australian. Yeah.
Yeah. But what did you think of the triple threat match was good?
That was good, and it's because they did the exact spot of how Hardy won his WWE titles. That's why I thought he'd won it.
Oh, that's smart.
Where,
That's good. That's
where
good.
Priest is on top of Sheamus, then he comes out of nowhere swanton.
Okay, Brad, now say that back slowly.
No, I know. I already heard it. I heard it in my head.
It was a good video, to be honest.
And then in typical WWE, after getting a title match, the next day on Raw, Jeff Hardy loses to those Indian guys.
Oh, I didn't even watch. I knew that was the Big E match and Bobby Lashley match good. I know the Hurt Business is back, which is awesome.
Finally, they're back. Yeah. The match was decent. It was steel cage. I don't really like steel cages. but it
Well, he
was
got
all right.
something against cages.
I just think it's racist to keep two black guys in a cage.
I think it's racist too. I think Vince McMahon should
No,
get shot for that.
I hate it because it's um when they could easily just walk out of the door. Bobby Lashley's like, you know what? I'm gonna climb the cage this time.
Yeah, because he wants to get in some like extra cardio or something.
It's just silly. Like you could literally just run out of the door.
Do you know? No, you were talking about old age. Do you know Vince McMahon's mom's still alive?
No, it's not. No, she's
Hun- yeah, she's alive.
no, she's not. I'm
Look it
looking it
up.
up.
Look it up right now.
Bro, Vince McMahon has aged about 50 years in 10 years.
Apparently, his mom just like plays golf.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
101?
crazy.
She doesn't look 101.
Yeah, that's probably an old picture now. She's pretty like looks like a prawn.
Oh, Vince McMahon has a brother named Roderick.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roddy.
he died this year. Well, sorry.
Oh, that sucks. Wow, imagine
Damn.
dying before your mom. Well, I guess you can't imagine because you're dead.
Yeah, like, geez, he looks nothing like it.
I think they had different dads. I'm pretty sure because like Vince McMahon grew up with his stepdad, and then he found his real dad, and then changed
That
his name.
explains a lot of storylines.
That would explain a lot of storylines and that thing. So the PW whatever is back. No, the PW 100. What's it called?
Oh yeah,
P50.
I wanted to ask you about because did you see I mean you can guess who they put as number one, I'm
I know,
guessing.
but Roman Reigns should be number one, 100%, like
Yeah, that's why I
easily.
thought it was cool. Like Kenny Omega even said Roman Reigns could have easily been number one. I thought that was pretty cool for him to say it.
He wants to. They want to work with WWE, but I don't think
Yeah,
that. I hope it does happen one day. It would be cool.
maybe after Roderick McMahon's brother dies.
Oh yeah, Vinny. I don't know actually, because I think Stephanie's pretty like mostly the same,
Mm,
and
just like
Shane.
CM Punk said, man, I'd like to think this company would be better after Vince is dead, but it'll get taken over by his doofus son-in-law and his stupid daughter.
I think that Vince McMahon will outlive CM Punk,
He's gotten so old, man. It's
but he's still like in really good shape.
physically, yeah, physically.
Yeah, and now take him.
Oh,
I
man.
think. What age do you think he started taking the roids? I reckon about 50. He started taking about 50, which is good because like your testosterone levels are down anyway. So he just like rises them up. They just get back to like a 20-year-old guy.
Yuck.
No, it'd be good. It's like you have the same energy.
Yeah, physically, it's cool that he's in good shape, but yeah,
Like the
just
whole process of doing steroids.
he's not the right gay. He's not the right guy.
Listen here, McMahon. I'm gonna say it one more time. I love how he said it one more time. He's so good.
You know that you weren't the right guy, and I was the wrong guy because you were. Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me say it one more time, McMahon. I'm not the right gay guy.
You
I
know
think
how we
that.
used to say in promos, he'd be like, "I have the biggest like back in wrestling." He used to show off like his back muscles.
Yeah.
There's one promo where he stuffs it up, and instead of saying I'm gonna do backstroke, he says I'm gonna do dog pedal.
I watched that video that you said all of Hulk Hogan's lies.
Oh, how funny is that?
I believe the 6'9" one. Like I literally believe that. But apparently
Oh yeah, no,
I thought
yeah.
that could be true.
Yeah, because that happens to like NBA players as well. If they injure their back, they lose height.
That's so. What would an NBA player? Oh, because they're just so tall and like their bones are a bit off. How
What do you
tall was
mean?
Kobe?
6'6".
Jeez, what the heck? But a little bit of a deviation. Did you watch Anthony Joshua versus Usyk?
I watched the replay yesterday because it
I
was
was,
London time.
yeah, man. That was. What was your reaction when you heard he lost?
I was surprised. I'm more annoyed that it'll make the Fury AJ fight take longer. Not that he actually lost the belts.
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think now it won't happen. But I feel like Anthony Joshua can come back and win again.
He will. He will.
He's got that kind of like that really good mentality where he just like everyone
Yeah.
everyone switches when someone loses, which is really sad,
Yeah.
especially in like an
Any
actual
any
fight.
upset, any
Yeah.
upset in boxing, and people overanalyze it.
Why do you think that is? Because like I don't know, like I'm always like I know I always say like I'm for the underdog. So like when someone starts to hate someone, I'll be like, oh, I like them. Why do you think that people always like jumping on the winner who
Because
turned into a loser?
when you're the mainstream, people are just waiting for you to screw up.
Do you think that the mainstream people are like a small majority, but they're loud?
Yeah, well, I mean, Anthony Joshua, like people like him just as a person. That's why he's because
Yeah,
he's just a good guy. That's why people have always liked him.
good guy. He's a good guy. What are you
I
drinking there,
find it
Brad?
weird when they
Vodka.
take pictures of each other after the fight. Don't you think that's weird?
What?
I found it weird how they'll take a picture with each other after the fight, like in their locker rooms. Like I would hate the guy who just beat me.
Yeah, but like, have you had a fight before?
No.
Yeah, it's you get like a kind of like a weird respect.
Yeah, I get, but I think it's just weird. Like this guy just beat him for 3 belts, and it's like, all right, hey, yeah, what's up, prof? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I guess so. It's like a football match. Like you give your all against someone, and if you lose, you're like, I gave my all. You just
Yeah,
like there's no
it
hard
went the full.
feelings.
It went the full.
Yeah, but it was I was watching it with Dad, and Dad was like, no, Joshua's gonna win. He's gonna win, and I was like, I don't know. This guy is he's a cruiserweight champion, and he's quick. Then he's got he's like Tyson. I reckon he's the closest person to Tyson that we got in terms of like technique and head movement. Not in so much power, but
In
his
terms of
like
power, Daniel Dubois is getting there in terms of power.
yeah, but Daniel Dubois, I think he's got like four more big fights so he can like challenge for something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That what's
But
his
just
name?
that one hit, sort of that quick turn, that one hit, he looks similar to Tyson.
Tyson Fury's brother is I don't think he's that great. Have you seen him box?
I didn't know he had a brother.
The one who wants to fight Jake Paul, Tommy Fury.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Jake Paul would literally beat him up, which is so sad. But like he thinks that he's really good, but he's not that great. He's not that great.
Okay, that was a long sidetrack. This is
Yeah,
a wrestling.
but we can
Do you know what we forgot to do last week?
what?
We didn't even say welcome to On This Day. We completely forgot.
Oh, we forgot to do it today.
I know.
Welcome to On This Day. There you go.
Episode 5, I think.
I don't even know. Time goes so quickly.
I don't know, man.
All I know is on this day, time goes so quickly. One day it's autumn, the next it's June. But that doesn't make sense for you because June is winter.
Yeah, man. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Lockdown ends soon.
Next topic, brother. What's the next topic?
Oh wait, I wrote down where they put Kevin Owens on the list of 500 just to see if you could guess where he is.
25th?
Wait, let me let me give you a bracket before you just 25th.
It's a good number.
He's in between 50 and 100.
Oh, 65. It's actually.
Bro, it's 63.
Oh.
How did you do that?
But I was just thinking, what? Who's in front of him?
62 other wrestlers.
Oh yeah, real funny. But like, who's number 62?
Okay. I literally just wrote that was a good guess, I have to say.
Q. I've been taking lessons.
On guessing?
Yeah, man. Sometimes I ask Zeus like, "What am I thinking?" And he'll be like, "Oh," and go back to sleep.
Let's see if you can guess the top 5 actually while I look for the
Oh,
because you know the 2 already.
Kenny, Roman, Drew McIntyre, I think, isn't it? Bobby Lashley
Okay, yeah, you switched 3 and 4 around, but that was right. Yeah.
and John Moxley.
Uh, 5 was Kota Ibushi, 6 was John Moxley. I don't know how John Moxley's 6.
Well, he was, yeah, how is he 6? Well, I
Adam
guess
Cole.
he was the New Japan United States champion for a
Oh
bit.
my god, you're gonna be so mad when you see he was above Kevin Owens.
It was Dolph
Because
Ziggler, I swear.
there's a Japanese guy 62. 61 is Nick Gage.
I don't even. Kevin Owens was like in the World Heavyweight Championship picture for like 3 months,
I
and
wasn't
he beat
watching the
Seth Rollins in the WrestleMania. Oh wait, no, that was
oh
last year. That was the year
the
before.
no, that was the COVID WrestleMania 2 years ago.
Damn, that went quickly. He's been, man. I want Kevin to leave actually. Oh, and Finn Balor. After that fucking main event, he needs to leave. That was so bad.
It is weird. I get like this list isn't based on like technical ability, because if it was, then you could put Chad Gable as number one.
I put what's his name? If it should have been Roman Reigns for sure, because everyone's watching just for Roman Reigns. He's had the most
It's
like talk. Um, Baron Corbin. If Baron Corbin's higher than Kevin Owens, that's understandable. He's been all right.
Happy Corbin.
Gay Corbin. Um, racist Corbin.
They actually made it so much better. Just think, this is actually better than his King of the Ring thing. Just him being like a being rich, going from poor to rich.
You didn't watch him in NXT, did you? He was actually really good in NXT.
I've seen him box though.
Oh, he's
Seen him
good.
box.
He won like Golden Gloves or something.
Yeah, you want it here.
Yeah. So what else? What else, Brad? Don't talk about that terrible. The match was good. The ending was bad.
The match was good. I was sure he was going to lose it like in those last few minutes. Did you
Yeah,
think that?
especially when his theme song started playing for way too long.
Oh,
They should have just
I,
done a heartbeat. If they did the heartbeat and just went boom 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 boom, get that look, boom 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 boom, and then he started doing like a fish out of water. They should call him the Fish King.
as soon as the lights came on, the music played. I got so annoyed, man. That's so stupid.
Didn't know what I was watching it while mom and dad were downstairs, and I felt embarrassed.
I I started thinking of like all the people who say, "Why do you watch wrestling? It's stupid." And if they
Yeah,
looked at it in that moment with Finn Balor like this,
yeah, and it looks so bad because he was like doing like the wrong way. I thought, ugh, but
I don't get why they couldn't just take all that out and just him just sell it like it didn't hurt him less because he's in demon thing. Why'd they need the lights and the heartbeat and all of that?
I think if it was just a heartbeat, it would have been good. Just like the boom boom, and everyone was like, and
The
then like it
lights
went
was
dark. But then like they continued his theme, which made it silly.
it was so stupid, man.
But I think they'll. Oh, how can they even continue it? I
What are
guess
they
Brock
gonna
Lesnar
do
will win.
with the rope? Like,
Hopefully,
what are they gonna say? What was that?
John Cena came and did it, but you can't see him.
Just Cena cut them. I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's silly. They didn't even like say like what happened. Like, oh, the rope broke. Oh no.
I thought maybe they put the lights on and then in the replay they were going to show like Paul Heyman did something, but that's not what happened.
No, they just forget about it. But
How do you think they did it? How did they actually make the rope break on like a split second? Because I don't know how they did it.
maybe like during the whole match they like before the match they came and like undid the thing a little bit, and then they just not use that rope, or maybe when everything went black the referee went and did something or no one was looking.
Oh yeah, when the lights. Yeah, that makes sense.
With the lights off.
Imagine one fan with a camera, like everyone's looking at them, and he has the ref, and he's got like a spanner, and he's filming the reference on the television.
The best part of the match was when Roman put a mask on and then went into the crowd.
Oh, yeah, but I thought the commentary was good for that because like
That
how
was
they made
awesome.
it.
I
Yeah,
really
that was
liked that.
actually.
That was good.
He was like Roman doesn't want to breathe the same air as these bombs.
You had to do that. Was good. I actually I was like wondering why people are pushing the vaccine so much, but then like when you have that eureka moment and you realize why they're doing it,
I don't even know why they're doing it.
because like if everyone no, like it still spreads COVID. So like
Yeah,
even if
but
you get a
it's just
vaccine,
less harsh. It's less harsh.
but yeah, so like if everyone gets it, the hospitals won't get overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking, why don't they just say that instead of just like pushing it? If there's like actual like, oh, it does spread it, but if it's like dampening the side effects of like what can actually happen and it helps the hospitals, why can't they just say that?
They have said that. They've
Have
they've
they?
said that here.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
they've said.
Well, maybe they said it here. I just haven't been listening. But like it took like a eureka moment for me. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
And I'm just glad gyms and barbers open on the same day. You know how
That's
happy I'm
such.
gonna be.
So what else is opening?
Everything by December 1st, everything's back on. No restrictions, no masks, nothing.
Oh, sick.
Nightclubs, restaurants, everything. December 1st. But
December.
October 11th is the day when people who are fully vaxxed can start doing stuff.
Oh, but no one else. Not people who are not.
Yeah, yeah. If you're not fully, then you have less stuff.
What do you think about uh,
You know what people are annoyed here
vaccine
about?
passports?
People are annoyed because they're making the restrictions lessen the week after the grand final. So everyone's pretty annoyed. I'm annoyed. You're
Oh,
allowed 5 people up to a house the week after the grand final.
and I remember there is a similar thing over here. They had it though for the Euros,
Oh yeah.
and
What was
everyone
it?
was. I think the day before, the day before the England game, all the restrictions got lifted, so everyone just went crazy for the England matches.
That's smart. That's smart. I
But
think
yours
if it
is
was
kind of
like
opposite.
if it was like the League World Cup and Australia was playing, they would do that. But it's yeah.
The Cricket World Cup.
No, it's not. It's footy, man. It's the footy on Sunday.
I guess they'll do it for football as well. I think everyone will get into the football spirit if Australia did host a football World Cup.
I'm gonna tell you the two. Let's see how much you remember about your homeland of Australia, mate.
Oh no.
I'll tell you the two teams. You tell me where they're from.
Okay, okay.
It's the Panthers in the grand final versus the Rabbitohs. Remember them?
Rabbitohs are Sydney. I know Sydney, North Sydney.
Close enough. South Sydney. That was good.
Fuck.
That was good.
And what's the
Close
other one?
enough. Close. Panthers.
Penrith.
Oh, look at you, Jason. I'm impressed. I'm actually
Yeah, boy.
impressed.
Because like I remember that alliteration.
That's good, man. Yeah.
Thank
Well
you, bro.
done.
But I
How was
also know
anything?
like random American things as well, like Columbus something.
The shooting? Is that the school shooting? What are you talking about?
like like the NFL teams. Like I'll just randomly know where they are because like in WWE they would be like from Columbus, Ohio, and I'll be like, oh, that's where
Oh,
they
right,
come
right.
from.
Okay. I'm
Geography.
actually very impressed.
Thank you. I did love geography.
All right. Oh man, that's what. Did you see? They took Ric Flair out of the WWE intro. They took him out because of all this stuff.
Whoa! It's unfortunate, man. He's gonna die
Yeah,
soon. That poor guy.
you know, they replaced him with the Ultimate Warrior
So
in
what
the
is
intro.
it? So what does he say? What does the Ultimate Warrior say?
No, nothing. They took the Woo out, and you just see the Warrior instead of where Ric Flair was walking in that part.
Oh man, that Woo was really good.
Bro, of all the people to replace him with, Ultimate Warrior literally said he hates gay people on camera, and they replaced him with that.
Yeah, but Vince McMahon also said the N word on camera. I think you give him a
Is that
pass.
going to be in the intro? Is that
And
going to
Hulk
be the?
Hogan and Hulk Hogan called himself gay.
Imagine that in the intro, man. Dun, 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 dun. What does he say to Joe? He's like,
Keep it up,
hold it.
man.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Woo!
Or that you don't watch Botchamania, do you?
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Botchamania, I used to watch Botchamania all the time. They do like really good. I watched it after they did a WrestleMania in the rain, and there was just so many botches. It was like a 30-minute episode.
They took its merchandise page down as well.
Man, I think WWE, oh, I think AEW will do the same thing. They won't get him on camera so quickly.
Oh, not soon, but they will get him because he wants to be in like
But he's
he
gonna
wants to just.
die. He's so close to dying.
Mm.
He's like 2 days away from death, but he keeps on doing a just to keep
No,
him
he's
up
not too.
for another day, another day of life. What else is happening in the world of wrestling, Bradley Drew is on me?
What else is? Oh, the no, enough of that full name nonsense. What are you doing?
Yeah, that fool Ric
Um,
Flair. They did cancel him. How sad.
oh, Brian versus Omega.
I
I mean Danielson.
love that match. It was so physical. Do you see that chest full red?
Yeah, within like 5 minutes, his chest was.
That was insane.
That was
The
something.
did you watch CM Punk versus Hobbs and then like they botched it at the end?
It wasn't the best match to me. It wasn't great.
His face fell on the floor, like literally on the floor.
I can't tell whose fault that was because I've never been in the ring, so I can't tell whose fault that was.
Was it CM Punk trying to do a Hurricanrana and he lifted him up?
Yeah, yeah, off the turnbuckle.
I don't know whose fault that was, but it looks so bad when they went down.
Really big versus small is good. So I think he was just nervous. The other guy, Hobbs. I think he was just nervous.
Yeah, and it's like you're against CM Punk as well, so it's kind of like a big moment. That's probably
Yeah,
his biggest match. That's his biggest
their
match.
match. Their
Yeah,
styles didn't match.
he's a. Did you? I didn't realize that NXT had the Braun Baker until Jim Cornette started talking about him. Do you know who Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner are?
Yeah, yeah,
Have you seen Scott Steiner's like promos?
yeah.
And he calls Samoa Joe fat. He's like,
He
he's
said a lot
fat.
of
He's fat. Listen here, Dolph. Oh man, I would watch like Scott Steiner stuff to get me pumped for the gym.
things. Do you know that Walter? No, David Goggins is that his name? David
Yeah,
Goggins.
yeah.
He's crazy.
You just want to tell me he's crazy. You're the third person this week to ask me, do you know David Goggins?
Really?
Yeah. There was a girl as well. She was like, hey, do you know who David Goggins is? I was like, yeah, how do you know who David Goggins is? She's like, oh, he helps me run. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Have you seen
David,
we talk about like why music is cheating if you're in the gym? It's like music's
I know he doesn't
causing.
listen. Have you heard his birthday message to Joe Rogan?
No.
He sent a birthday message to Joe Rogan, and it was like, I hope you don't have your feet up on the fucking couch listening to that inner bitch. You know, the inner bitch loves birthdays. I hope you're somewhere suffering because 56 years ago today, you took your first breath, which made you eligible to die. He could be a really good pro wrestler with just his talking.
Yeah.
Be a motivational.
I thought they were gonna do stop halfway and do that arm wrestling thing. Have you seen because of that very first match they had? The Danielson
Who?
versus Danielson versus Omega.
An arm? You wanted to do an arm wrestling match?
They did like during their match, they like stopped and just had an arm wrestle in the middle of the ring. Like this is years ago.
Oh yeah, but they
I
can't
thought
do that now.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me.
Actually, you
But
know
it was
what? They
good that
probably
it was.
could.
I like that it was a joke.
They probably could, and Dave Meltzer probably gave it a 5 stars as well.
Seven stars.
7 stars for look at the way his technique the way he
Arm
puts
wrestle.
his hips into it. Amazing. Did you watch Seth Rollins' Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast? Yeah,
No,
interview.
I think I'm gonna skip it.
It was good. It's really good.
I don't like when current guys do that. I only like when it's someone retired because it ruins everything for me.
What do you mean, like that wrestling's fake?
What do you mean? It's real.
Have you seen the actual guy say it to Jim Cornette? Oh my
Who?
gosh, you haven't seen it. It's like some guy just like, it's still real to me, damn it.
Oh, that.
Yeah, and he says it to Jim Cornette.
Oh, was that Jim Cornette?
Yeah, he said to
I
Jim
didn't know.
Cornette while he was doing it. Oh,
No, it just seems weird. Like I remember Drew McIntyre's one. he was talking about how much he loves Randy Orton, how they're such good friends, and it was like a week after they just had their feud. So I was like, this is stupid.
I like it. I like those more. I'm more entertained by them than sorry, excuse me, than like Raw.
The interviews are good. I just think when you get a current guy, they should at least stay in character or just not do it.
Um, yeah, I guess, but you probably get more fans if you show like the real you.
Yeah, but like, look
But
at
the
like so
kids won't understand.
it's just normal. But then on Friday, he's gonna be like all crazy again.
Yeah, drip guy. Ah, ah, that's my impression of
I don't
Sith.
know why people don't like it. It's honestly good.
It's good because he's a heel. So if people don't like it, then that's good. They can't go wrong.
I just don't know if they do Roman versus Seth 1-on-1. I don't know what. Like, I don't know if they can really do that because people just boo both of them.
But they won't be Roman. They actually like Roman.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Everyone loves Roman Reigns. Roman Games.
it was funny when he went through that table outside and then I saw him like readjust his mask.
I really liked it when he's like this, when he went outside and he was like, and I was like, what
Oh
does he
yeah.
want? I thought he wanted like a microphone.
Yeah.
Mask.
What is it because he was sick before? Is that why?
Probably, yeah. He just probably doesn't want to like pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Or it could be a political reason. You don't really know.
Yeah.
But it
I
was a
mean he
good
did
touch.
Mania because he was worried because he was just after he had cancer.
Yeah, and he had little kids. Like he had like twins.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
He has two sets of twins in his kids.
What?
Yeah.
What that sentence didn't make sense.
He has a daughter and then he had a twins again and then the twins again.
So he has 5 kids.
Yeah, and four of them are twins.
Oh, four. Okay, that makes sense.
Four of them are two sets of twins.
2 sets of twins. Okay.
And then his
There's
cousins are
already
twins.
already a good storyline.
Yeah. And his cousins are twins.
Jimmy Uso needs to get in shape, man. He has a belly.
Jimmy Uso.
He's got a beer belly.
Yeah, he's
I'm
got
sure it's a beer.
that alcoholic beverages.
It has to be a beer gut. It can't be anything else.
It can't be a thing. Yeah, exactly. It can't be nothing else. He's a bad man. He's almost as bad.
Remember
Did you hear
when
about John Jones? Didn't have to take a little sidetrack about John Jones.
yeah, what happened?
John Jones got arrested after his Hall of Fame induction.
Recently?
Yeah, like last week.
What?
Yeah, so like he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then he went out drinking in Las Vegas, and then I think he apparently he beat up he had an altercation with his wife, and then he like pulled her hair, and then got arrested, and then headbutted a police car and broke it.
Wait, they put him in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so like they do like Hall of Fame matches. So him and Gustafson got put into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, for that match.
Yeah. But he's still a
Oh, I
Hall of
was
Famer.
like, right. I was thinking like, how could he be in there if he hasn't retired yet? Okay, that makes sense.
It's like the WWE that will induct like teams, so you can get like more
Yeah.
than one induction. But then like straight after you go arrested, and everyone's like, "Oh, classic John Jones."
Well, yeah.
I like him still, man. I still root for John Jones.
I don't. I always find it weird that someone like you can respect fighters who have done drugs to cheat fights. I find that weird.
Yeah, but it takes like more. Drugs won't win you things if you don't try. Like
But it's
everyone can take steroids, but no one can be Mr. Olympia. Only one person can be it.
unfair advantage taking them. Even if they do lose, still, it's them taking an unfair advantage.
Yeah, I guess, but I know where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. But I
I
just like
just
the
meant
I like the bad people.
like the guy I think of when I think of like proper hard work, and then you're like, oh, who cares if they do steroids?
It's like so you take steroids, right? And you're basically halving your life. So
And
like
doubling your biceps.
Yeah, so like so say you're like if someone gave you the option of I'm gonna give you a bit, like you get two options. You got to get the option of I'm gonna give you this pill. You're gonna get $1 billion from it, but you're gonna live till 45 years old. Or I can give you another pill and you can live your exact life not knowing if you're gonna get to that point, but you could live to like 80 years old. But with this pill, you're guaranteed 1 billion and you're gonna die at 45. What would you take?
I wouldn't take that. I don't want to die at 45.
Yeah, so like these people are taking that knowing that they're gonna pay for it in the long run, but doing it for the success now and like for the achievement. So that's why I know it kind of like levels out.
You get caught straight away. That's my point. You get caught straight away. There's a ways of success. You lose respect from everyone.
But like John Jones didn't get done for steroids.
No, I know. He did like coke and stuff.
He did a dick pill
And coke. He did coke.
and a dick pill.
What Viagra?
Yeah. And he got caught and then people said it was steroids, but it wasn't.
Ah.
But he did do cocaine.
Why would he
Which
take it?
but
He's,
cocaine would destroy your performance, but he still won while doing cocaine.
yeah, like the coke thing's a bit different because like Mike Tyson did that before fights, but that doesn't mean he needed it to win. He was
No,
just yeah.
yeah. But again, people back then it was I guess like the drug pulling was way more different. Because you could be
No,
doing like a drug, you can be doing a steroid now that people don't even know exists, but
yeah.
like people on the inside know. So it's like you don't really know it, but it does come down to like hard work. Because like look at Khabib. Khabib doesn't do any drugs and anything, but he's still got the mindset of like I'm gonna be the best at this. So it doesn't. I reckon that mindset overshadows everything.
Yeah.
Does that explain my point, my boy? Kind of. It's kind of weird. I understand it's a bit strange.
Yeah. I don't know. I my stance on it. I just think they're just taking the way out for no reason. Like if it's steroids, not if it's other drugs, I think maybe they have other problems. But if it's just steroids, I'm like, I can't respect it.
What if everyone was on steroids?
But they're not.
But they probably are. That's the thing.
Nah.
Because like
Everyone gets tested.
yeah, but again, there could be something that no one knows about. Like how there was a fighter called TJ Dillashaw, and he was doing some like new steroid throughout his whole campaign, and then they found out, and they didn't want to trace back to like his earliest fight because like he was considered like one of the best, and I didn't want to like trace it all the way back, so they just said okay, he was suspended for a couple of years. So like everyone could be on steroids, but you just don't know.
But like certain ones wouldn't have been classified as bannable substances.
Yeah, yeah, but like caffeine is too much caffeine in UFC will get you popped for USADA.
Yeah.
It's very strange, very strange. But it all comes down
It's
to mindset in the end.
like what was Roman? Remember Roman a few years ago got in trouble for it. What did he take?
He was got done for weed.
No, no, no. It wasn't. It was something else.
It was
It
weed.
was. It was. No, no, it wasn't. There was another thing. There was another thing. Not weed.
That was when he got suspended for like 30 days, right?
Yeah, and then someone came out and made fun of it in a promo. I forgot who. What? It wasn't
Cody
weed, but
Rhodes.
I can't remember. I don't think it was weed. It was something else.
I remember people said it was steroids, but I don't think it ever got like released that it was, but I think it was weed.
Adderall. Adderall. He denied that it was
He did.
Adderall.
Oh, then it wasn't Adderall. But like you can do Adderall if you have ADHD.
It's being reported the drug that triggered the failed test was Adderall, not an anabolic steroid. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Oh, so he just got popped for doing Adderall. That's nothing.
Isn't Adderall the sleeping thing?
No, it's like if you have ADHD, it like helps you. So if you don't have ADHD and you take Adderall, it basically like increases you. It's like doing meth. Like it increases your concentration. But if you have like ADHD, it mellows you out.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of children do it.
Interesting.
It is. Is that all we have for this week? That's a pretty good like in and out, up and
That
down,
was a
shake it
good
all
week.
about.
Yeah. There was lots to cover.
Yeah.
You
Did you have to watch UFC? You have to watch UFC.
The last fight I watched was that one with no crowd, but it was good, and I've forgotten their names. The one you
Okay,
told me to
okay,
watch.
okay. Today or tomorrow, watch the most recent one, and watch the main event.
What is it? What's the name of it?
Volkanovski versus Ortega.
That's the Aussie guy.
Yeah, yeah. You got to
I
watch that
watched.
match.
I
You
watched
watched
that.
it. It was
Yeah,
sick, wasn't it? It was so good.
I saw that.
It was crazy. You watched like when he got into the guillotine and he got out.
That was yeah. That was all in the news here, man. He's Aussie.
Yeah, that was a good match, man.
That
Uh,
was good.
yeah, that was probably the only good. Nick Diaz versus uh Robbie Lawler was all right, but I don't think you'd enjoy it.
I heard that he lost. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, he got uppercutted and it was just like, okay, I'm out.
He'd been gone for a while or something. They said, right?
Yeah,
Nick
6
Diaz.
years. And then
6 years.
yeah, and then they legalized weed and then he came back.
Is that really why?
Yeah. Because he
Imagine
kept
putting
on
your career on hold for 6 years because of that.
he kept on getting suspended for smoking weed before a fight.
That's definitely not performance enhancing. That's de-hancing.
Yeah.
Almost
And he got suspended for it. And he's just like, you know what, I'm not coming back. And then
and then
they
they leave.
then they made it come back. But yeah, that was On This Day, the wrestling podcast, UFC podcast, boxing podcast, AEW podcast,
We're
pandemic
crossing all
podcast,
boundaries.
vaccine podcast, Australian English podcast, United Kingdom Earth podcast, Solar System, Milky Way, Andromeda Galaxy, the universe, good Christian boys. Do you remember I used to say in school, I'm a good Christian boy, I don't do that shit?
Yes.
I got that from the Young Bucks. I just wanted to confess that right now.
Oh my god, I never connected those dots.
Yeah, so every time someone would say, or it's like someone, I'd be like, I'm a good Christian boy, I don't do that shit. And then everyone would be like, what?
I remember you used to turn heel like in between recess and lunch at school,
Yes,
and
yes.
I never understood it until
Do you
like
remember that?
a year.
Do you remember that time when we were walking down where the library and not the M blocks, where they used to have the senior studies room, and it was windy and it was during autumn, and I looked
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. What the hell is wrong with you?
Bruh. Fun times, man. Fun times.
Because I remember you'd be all happy, and then someone would ask you something, and you would just be like, "What did you just say?" I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Bro, I gotta keep myself entertained somehow.
You know what I thought about the other day? When you were in the senior studies room and you were watching highlights of a pay-per-view on one of the computers,
Mm.
and then three of the girls came up to you and they were like, "You know it's fake," and then you were like, "So is every movie. So is every movie."
It is true. Every movie is fake. Bro, that is Cameron. Cameron just walked in.
No, it was my dad.
That was your dad.
Yeah,
Wait, does your dad and Cameron both have bits?
yeah.
Oh wow. Amazing.
And then there's this.
Yeah. Oh, you got your mom's genetics.
That's that okay?
Mine's coming along nicely. I just don't get anything here.
That's what I get it here, but not here. So I
Yeah.
just shave it.
If we connected our beards together, we'd have the perfect beard.
All right, stop.
And that was what's this called?
On this day.
On this on this day. On this day, I see clearly this podcast has come to